All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're here. We're live. We're taking your questions. So if you got questions, get them in that chat box somewhere on the screen, wherever it shows up on your thing, and I'm gonna try to answer them for you. So yeah, let's get that taken care of right now. I know we got a bunch of super chats in there. I put goggles up on the wheel today, so chance of winning goggles, otherwise sticker packs as normal. Next month, I think we're gonna give away a few snowboards as well. Let's see what else. Hopefully everyone caught this week's top 5. That helps them dial in their all-mountain free ride board. Trying to do that. We will be getting to a Slim Whitman voicemail as well because, well, you know, wouldn't be the live stream without Slim Whitman. Yeah, so we got that going on in there as well. Let's see what else. Oh, also, if you haven't been over on angrysnowboarderstore.com, there is a link in the description down below. Swing on over. There's merchandise. You can get, you know, like an angry shirt, something. Not this one. This is from the 10th anniversary. This one's old. But yeah, so we got new merchandise on there, and we got more coming. We're going to try to do some limited drops here in the future. Let's see what else is going on. Also, secret link down below. Click it, watch it, enjoy it. You'll thank me for that later. So yeah. But okay. Anyways, yeah, let's take a few questions, get this thing rolling, and as more people dive in, got a funny story. We're going to talk about shipping woes and what's coming down the pipeline for snowboarding and all you guys getting your equipment. This is kind of a big thing I think we need to talk about. So we're going to definitely do that. So let's see, where were we? All right, so the first one goes to letters. Can't make it live, but need a hit regardless. The man loves to spin the wheel. He loves to spin that wheel. So, all right, next non-super chat gets a spin. So let's take a question, which the first one comes from Fruit Poop Loops. How many days until performance fit boots start packing out and feeling comfortable? 25 days. So for those that have never watched the Boot Fitting 101 series, performance fit is best described as instead of your big toe touching the end of the liner in the boot, your big toe is crippled. So it's, you know, it's just gnarled underneath there. And that just makes for a very tight fit inside the boot. It takes about 25 days for it to really break in and get comfortable. You can expedite it by putting a heel wedge underneath your footbed, as well as like heat molding and stuff like that. But it is a very tight fit. So it takes about 25 days, give or take, to get that there. So we're going to give Fruit Poop Loops a spin here. And he needs to pray to the altar of snowboarding. Speaking of boots, we got a PSA from Dan Kelly in the super chats. Get pedicures, people. They feel great, and all your smart wool socks will last longer. Seriously, if you've got not that shit like angle grinded back, clip your toenails. Your boots are going to have less problems with your ride longer. And if you're going to be able to ride longer, you're going to be happier in the long run. Yeah, definitely do that. And we're going to give Dan a spin. All right, next non-spin. So let's see. What do we got here? Do we have wonky internet going on? Oh, man, I don't know. I feel like it's working. It's working on my end. Sorry if the internet's getting a little wonky. They're doing road work, which means they're digging up all the fiber optic lines and shit. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got Surf and Snow. Is there too much overlap going on? All in on Jones with Ultra Flagship, Stratus, and Aviator 2.0. Thinking Aviator for boilerplate, ice crap, Ultra Flagship for power and travel, and Stratus for relaxed fun. Yeah, basically that Aviator 2.0 and Ultra Flagship are going to overlap on there. So if you've got those going on, you're going to have some issues with that. Yeah, so you don't really want that. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Okay, we got just a notification from Broden Smith that he wants a spin because he's going to be popping in and out today. Okay, so that's the first one. So that's Surf and Snow. R.I.P. L. Kevin's Adventures. R.I.P. Brendan Smith gets a spin. And make sure to eat your muscle cheese. Eat your muscle cheese, people. Make sure to eat your muscle cheese. Okay, we got a question from J-Rez. Donics or death planks? I wrote a bunch. Like none. Is the K2 Manifest a good all-mountain cruiser for trees too? There's pretty purple one on sale. So the thing with the Manifest, not the regular Manifest. You want the Manifest team. The regular Manifest, I'm just like, whatever. The Manifest team, like it's a little bit stiffer, but it's a little more reactive, and it just feels better. It's going to be great in trees. It's just going to be a great all-arounder. It's easy to initiate the turns on. It's not going to feel like a death plank. But then again, I mean, it's a Donic, and basically that's like Never Summer Retarded. So, yeah. We got that going on. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the internet. I have no say in this at this point. I'm fucking over it. I live in the fucking mountains. You want to come lay fiber optic line at 10,000 feet? Come lay fiber optic line at 10,000 feet. I don't give a fuck anymore. I am literally over like everything. And so that's kind of where I'm at. We got a PSA from Sean Cody Wiseheart. Spray mountain safety. Also, MGK is a talentless hack. Yes. MGBs. Talentless hacks. Be sure to eat your muscle cheese, people. Eat your muscle cheese. So, yeah. So, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. We got 70 plus of you guys in here. If you're just getting in here, get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. We're going to go through that super chats, get a spin of the wheel. We got a Slim Whitman voicemail coming up. If you don't know who Slim Whitman is, you're all in for a pleasurable surprise. So, yeah. Okay. We got another super chat from Ahmed Ali. I ride without any insoles and feel comfortable. Do you think it'll have long-term effects on my feet? I tried to remind insoles on this. Here's the thing with riding without insoles, because I've done it, and it was bad, and I fucked my feet up for the rest of my life. I overshot a jump in the Kevin Jones Northwave boots, so this would have been like circa 2002, maybe? I don't know. Might have been before that. Might have been 2001. Anyways, overshot the jump, came down with no arch support. Basically, my arches just went like this, and I've had feet problems ever since. Now, here's the thing that you can do to rectify it. If you're one of those barefoot walkers or someone that wears those 5-toe shoes and you're really building up the strength in your arch or whatever in there, this is really prevalent with people that are barefoot walkers. But if you walk around with all that building up that strength, so when you wear a shoe that has arch support, it hurts, you can get away without having footbeds in your snowboard boots. My friend Kim Stacy did that after a foot injury. She got completely rid of insoles and just wore them flat, and she walked barefoot like everywhere unless it was winter, and she built up the strength in her arch. She did all this PT, and she had this crazy strong arch, and she would just ride without arch supports in there. So True Love Forever. Are you going to get to test out the Devin Walsh wired board? Rob and I have talked about that board, and I'm going to re-email him. Like, I'm emailing every company that I didn't get stuff to test this past spring, so that I can get it hopefully in the queue and get it done. That's one I want to ride. I think it'll do well. For those of you guys that don't know, Devin Walsh is riding for a company called Wired Snowboards out of Vancouver. They have some really awesome board shapes, and the boards ride really well. I really like the Vantage and the Directive. So check those guys out. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we got to give a spin to Fruity Loops. Fire cures everything, including my horrible fiber optic. Josh Dunn, I work for a Vail-owned resort in Wisconsin. Is there anything I can do to stop myself from going to hell? Sacrifice skiers and spray them and sacrifice them and pray to the altar of snowboarding, and your eternal soul of snowboarding will be saved. Say 5 Hail Slims and you're going to be good to go. So, yeah, we got that going on there. Let's give you a spin of the wheel, Josh. Oh, you win nothing. You win nothing. So close, yet so far away. Let's see. Okay, Caden DeChant. Any changes to the Capita Indoor Survival? Yeah, the Indoor Survival this year is going to basically be a whole new board. It's not as soft as last year, and it's not as stiff as 2 years ago. It's like this happy medium in between. In there, they changed the struts inside the board, so it's a little more reactive and a little more approachable. So it's not like this, like as stiff as it was 2 years ago, but it's not as playful as it was last year. It's really like an old school twin cambered board these days. It rides really well, and I really liked it. Got the review. I think I've got it scheduled for next month already, and it should be coming up. So we got that. Okay, where were we? Okay, we got our moderator, Billy Ray Valentine, also known as Bulky Ray, also known as the Boarding Burton Bombhole Basher. The best boot is the one Arthur Longo wears. R.I.P. L Stackers Adventures. Rest in peace. Baroness eats impossible tacos. Hashtag River Dip. Hashtag spin for Slim. Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't be spinning for Slim Whitman. Oof. And, of course, David wins a medium sticker pack, which doesn't really matter because I have to pick him up from the airport this next year and take him snowboarding, which... Speaking of that, I'm going to be trying to schedule, once I get everything kind of dialed in, days to meet up and ride. It'll probably be like a Saturday or Sunday. I really don't like going to the resort on Saturday. That's some real peasanty shit. But it'll be, the way I'm looking at it, there'll be a day at Copper, a day at A Basin for sure. So those two, like for sure, barring like COVID 47 comes out or something and starts killing everyone. So we'll have a day for that. I'll be hyping that up ahead. You guys can we'll all go out. We'll all go make some laps together and do that. And there might be a day at Steamboat too. And one of the other things I'm trying to work out is possibly getting a rep to bring their demo fleet so you could actually demo stuff. So I'd help set you up. The other thing that we're looking at doing is my local shop, The Underground here in Brack. I've talked with the owner. He's got Karua demo. He'll have a whole Karua demo fleet. We're going to work on pricing so you guys can take those out to try them since it's the shop's private fleet. It's not a free demo, but I would be setting you up in the morning. I would probably hang around the shop till like 12, 1 o'clock, disappear for a few hours. And then we might do happy hour at a restaurant and where we can all meet up, hang out and stuff, and just kind of give back to you guys, let you guys all hang out, do whatever, answer your questions in person, slap some free stickers to everyone and whatnot. So got that coming up. That's one thing, two things actually, between the meetup days and the demo days. Since we got 97 people in here, we're gonna listen to the new Slim Whitman voicemail. Whew. It's 1:37, and this came in at 2:15 p.m. today. Oh God.
Yes, hi. I am leaving a message for Avran LeFeber. Avran, first, you fucking dick nose, I have to ask you, why do you have that fucking jerk fuck moderator this morning when I'm trying to learn about a snowboard and you make a good ass? Okay, that's not enough, but I'm free now. I'm free, women, and I'm free. Listen, Slim has an outfit. Okay, number one, I don't want to wake up here. He's in the back seat. Okay, he is fully nursed right now on some milk we got him. Yes, I won't say how we got it, but we got him some milk. Second, I am driving right now from Henderson, Nevada to Southern Colorado. I saw a documentary recently. It was a documentary with Jennifer Grey, and it was called Red Dawn, and it was about the time those fucking communists, communists,
Red Dawn's a documentary.
America. And we have to take over America. And I want to go see where all these epic battles took place, David. Will you meet me there? Will you come down the mountain and meet me there? Because if not, Slim will come up there and see you. And maybe we can reenact
At least he saw the good version of Red Dawn. I mean, you know, it wasn't the one with one of the Hemsworth or both of the Hemsworths or whatever in it. And Adrian Palicki. God, Adrian Palicki's hot. If anyone's got Adrian Palicki's number, give it to her. Tell her to call me. But anyways, yeah, Slim Whitman is going to the battle scenes of Red Dawn to find the ghost of Jennifer Grey. That's creepy as hell. Anyways, yeah, let's take a few more questions, and then we're going to kind of talk about what's going to be affecting you guys in the long run with this shipping logistics nightmare and stuff. So, okay, 4x4 therapy. Out of lockdown last night and on my way to Perisher to ride the ravine you helped me purchase. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's give you a spin of the wheel. I'm stoked that Australia's coming out of lockdown. That's awesome. Remember, fire cures all, including if Slim Whitman touches you. Okay. Ka91, should I sell my K2 Simple Pleasures for an excavator? I don't know. If you need a powder board, yeah, like Simple Pleasures is great. Groomer, firm snow, ribbon, corduroy board. Excavator can handle that, but it's even better in POW. That's like where it really shines. So they're really two different boards. There's a little bit of overlap. So, okay. Oh, yeah. Speaking of possible reasons my internet might be wonky, woke up this morning to take Baroness out for a walk, and some of the stuff in my storage unit, right where my cable comes in for the internet, was sitting out underneath my stairs. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? So the door's shut, and I'm like, okay. Open the door. There's a homeless dude with his back to me with his hands up just saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Fucking smells like cigarettes and piss in there. Dude fucking stole a bunch of cushions off some business or Airbnb's patio and shit, and it's all sitting down underneath there and shit. So I'm like screaming at him. Baroness is growling at him. We're fucking doing it, and he's just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I was like, dude, I will fuck you up if you ever come back. Like, I have no clue why you he must have showed up about 1 o'clock in the morning under there. But yeah, he like broke into my storage unit. So now I've got these fucking cushions I got to get rid of and shit. I had to like aerate that thing. I'm going to have to like fumigate the fucking thing. Like, fuck, dude. It's literally right where the cable comes in for the building too. So I don't know what he did in there. Shit's all disheveled in there. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Fucking transient motherfucker. I was like, it's getting cold, dude. Go somewhere warm. Like, I don't know why homeless people keep showing up in the fall thinking the mountains are the place to go. It's like, it snows. It snowed this week. I have no friggin' idea, like, why that's going on. So, yeah. So, maybe Slim Whitman was chewing on the line. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to take a few more questions. Get to a topic here. So, we got Evan West asking, what would you say is GNU's best free ride POW snowboard? Gremlin comes to mind. The Banked Country is another one. Those two are like the two big ones that kind of stick out. Most of their stuff is actually more like freestyle focused in there. But I mean, if you count Libtech in there, then you get more. But really, to an extent, the Keyarv is kind of in there, although it's like super soft and playful. So, anyways. Okay. Let's see. Ednan Fezlik. So the battalion is making bindings now, huh? Well, they've technically always made bindings. Switchback is owned by Battalion, but they merged them into one for this season. I knew about it about a year ago that they were going to do that. God, Switchback, fucking Fisher Price bindings. Like, you hit a jump because they've got that pull and play bullshit that they make. Shit just flies off. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen high backs just like flying through the air off a jump line, and you're just like on the chairlift, just like, what the fuck was that? And you're like, oh, it was a high back. Oh, it must have been a switchback. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry about the internet being a little wonky earlier. Like I said, I live at 10,000 feet elevation. There's some weird shit that goes on there. So, Okay, Matthew Avran, any recommendations on snowboard movies, parts to watch while on the exercise bike for the knees? So Phil Hansen's part, the first film edit is out, FHILM. You can check that out. Hit the hidden link of the day or the week down in the description too. I put up a little secret link that'll surprise some of you guys. There's some good stuff in there, and I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start giving out some of that. But I know MacDog was putting up their movies online as well. You can always watch Natural Selection as well. That's a good thing to watch, although you probably want to fast forward through all the talking bits. Either that or make that when you're really heavy grunting on the bike. So, but yeah. James asks, have you ridden the Never Summer Hammer? No, but I'll probably get on it in November, December at some point, because I know Steve at Gravity's got some, and he said I could take some to ride. To finish it out what you said, I didn't realize they made any boards that weren't dumb camber profile experience and wonder if a normal board from them is good. No, it'll decamber. It'll decamber at 30 days. All their shit does. It's the mix of the epoxy and the fiberglass that they use. So there's that. Let's see. Joe Rush, who do I need to sacrifice to have a good winter in Europe this year? If you sacrifice Buckhouse, you'll have one for sure. That would be good. Hail Cthulhu. Sacrifice skiers. Let's see. John McEnroe's mullet, but you have to go back in time to get that. Those are all things that you could sacrifice to have a good season. Okay. We got Ninja Bick. How is the skate tech from the now bindings on Powboards? Planning to get the 2022 now select pros for the Battalion Surfer 54. Oh, you're going to be super surfy on that thing. Between the 3BT, you are going to be surfy. So it depends what bushing you put in there, but what you're going to get is a little more power rock from side to side in that board, and then with it having 3BT, you're basically going to have more power going down and hitting that edge. Then it's going to roll up, and that 3BT in the tip is going to take over to help funnel it. So you're going to be able to slash really well. You're probably going to lose a little control just on really firm icy shit, more so because of the 3BT than because of the skate tech. But if you're looking to like surf, which you're putting it on a surfer, you're going to do just fine. Let's see. Sex 1607. I'm finding wide volume shifted boards catchy on quick turns with an 8.5 boot. Is it because volume shift wider boards is harder to turn with a smaller boot, or because I suck at riding? It could be a mix of both, but there does hit an actual point where if you have a volume shifted board and your boot is super tiny, you're leveraging so hard over, you're not getting a smooth transition, so you do feel that hookiness. It could also be the camber profile or any of the side cut technology that's on there as well. You got to kind of just be aware of that. Could also be just lack fundamentals, although I'm going to go with you probably don't. It's probably more just your foot is so small. Like I said, you are lacking leverage. So, anyways, I want to talk about like shipping, logistics, the nightmare, and product getting in because we're starting to see it. So the big thing first and foremost, if anyone has tried to order online or even stopped at their local shop and they've probably heard the deal like, hey, we've ordered it. It's technically in the country, but it's sitting in Long Beach. It's sitting in Seattle. It's sitting wherever, but it's hung up because there's not enough longshoremen and then shipping logistics to get it in. That's part of the problem. The other thing that's going on is shipping costs have gone up. So like normally snowboard company would pay like $5,000 to put their stuff on a boat and ship it over. And now they're paying $50,000. And so went up tenfold, and air freight went up 6 times on that. So a lot of companies, like they've tried to work this logistics in, they've tried to work everything in. It's a whole degradation of the supply chain. And it's just like a series of things. Like obviously the Ever Given getting stuck in the Suez Canal did not help things. The fact that the Chinese shut down their biggest port because of one case of COVID for a month. Long Beach was shut down. They're backed up. It's everything that's coming in is backing up on there. Also, material costs have gone up. Like nylon went up 55%. I really want to read this Facebook post from Jason Braz, who's the owner of Fixed Bindings, Ashbury Eyewear, and Known Manufacturing. He's outside Vancouver. He's between Whistler and that. He's up in Squamish. Great dude. Love this guy. Love talking to him. Love his brands. I love what he's doing. But this is a Facebook post he put 5 days ago, and this kind of really started me triggering some stuff and going through and looking at things. We've all heard about the trouble and sudden huge expenses businesses are having with the cost of logistics, especially shipping out of China. But after talking to people over the past few months about this, I realized that the majority of people don't realize what's coming down the pipeline. I wanted to share what I already know, hoping that it'll help someone, anyone. In the past few months, I've experienced a 5 times increase in the cost of shipping goods from overseas. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, well, produce here then, remember that I also produce here in Canada, and I am hit with the same issues or worse bringing in raw materials to produce any goods here in Canada. Nylon, which I use, was up 55% at one point. Aluminum is up, wood is up, you name it, it's up. You tell retailers that you have to increase your prices because you have no choice, and the big ones tell you that if you do that, to go ahead and cancel their orders. There is an enormous pressure on the cost of producing goods and the inability to get it shipped once it's ready. One shipment I had sat on the dock for 6 weeks waiting for a ship. When my entire production was finished, I was told that a 40-foot container I had paid $5,300 US for last year had gone up to $24,000 US in a matter of a few months. But that's the easy part. There's no containers or room on ships. And on August the 3rd, the third biggest port in the world was closed due to a single COVID case. The ship blocking the Suez Canal won the memes, but this one was really bad for global trade and barely made the news. This isn't a rant more than it is spreading what I know is coming. But I want to tell people that the stuff you know and love is about to get expensive, and not by a little bit. If there's anything you need from outdoor gear to Christmas presents, buy them now unless you're prepared to pay 10 to 15% more in 6 months, and I'm being conservative. The brands didn't ask for this, quite the contrary, so go easy on us. And that's part of it. But when I scroll into the comments on there's other things. So this is from my friend Eric, who's a designer for Telos and GP87 and a few other brands. Good luck getting a container for less than 30, which is 10 times. Air is 6 times. It's an auction. One of the ports in California has 55 freighters anchored waiting to unload, but there is a shortage of drivers like every other business. Lots of businesses have empty shelves, higher retail, and big shortage of staff for all industries. We have car lots with no new cars, and those prices are way up. It's all a bit of a mess no matter how you slice it and no matter where you produce. And that's something I've been noticing right now. It doesn't matter. Like I'm even seeing it with American-made products. They're having problems with shipping logistics and stuff like that. And so one of the things that I've noticed this time of the year, as I drop reviews, I can check the back end of about 50, 60 different online retailers, and I can see who has what, and I can make a link, and that's where the affiliate links in the descriptions of all the videos come from, or the widget that's on the website or anything like that. So I can usually populate them. Right now, most of the stuff is pre-order, or it's stuff that people got early shipped. And so what's going on is you're seeing people taking pre-orders. I had a guy hit me up for the personal shopper, and we were talking boards, and the board we were talking about was the Party Mod. And so he hit up Evo to see if they had it. He actually called them, and they're like, we have 3 coming in. We don't even know if we're going to put them up for pre-order on the website or if we're going to take phone orders or what. It's becoming this thing like it's going to trickle in. You're starting to see stuff trickle in, but not everything is going to arrive on the time frame that you're used to. So some people will be like, oh, well, I'm used to getting sales in March. Shit might show up in March. You never know. I think optimistically we should be saying stuff will probably be here by Black Friday for us in the snow realm. But what's going on is everything's so backed up, delayed. It's such a slow rollout. There's so many logistics nightmares. I mean, a lot of truckers retired, longshoremen, people retired, people are quit their jobs. People don't want to go back to those jobs because they've invested in themselves in the time they had off. It's like this whole big conundrum and shit that's exacerbated by everything that's going on out there. So what I'm trying to tell people is if you pre-order something, don't be angry if it doesn't ship in 2-3 weeks, like they say. Be angry when it's like Christmas Day and it's not there. Or if you're buying something for Christmas, you should pre-order it now and just ask them what their refund cancellation policy is. Do all that stuff. If you're cool with it, like, and you're like, well, it'll get here when it gets here, fuck it. Order it now, let it sit. But if you're one of those guys that's like conditioned yourself over the last 10 years that, oh, there's an excess of product and they're going to blow it out, it's going to show up later. It's one of those things. And this is across a lot of industries. Like I'm seeing even in grocery stores, stuff like that, you can't find certain things. Like right now, I'm looking for a certain specific paint pen for my car to do some touch-up and details. I can't get it, so I've got to get a different product. And going along with that, like if you have your heart set on a product but you can't get it, be open to your second or third choice, because that might be where you end up with things. And that's just kind of how things are rolling this year. It's sad, but it's going to do that. And to go back to the whole conditioning yourself for sales in the spring, one of the other things that companies did, and this started last year, was they cut down their production on stuff because they thought demand was going to die, and everyone's demand went through the roof, obviously. I mean, people were locked down, so they were buying stuff for when they could get out. But what they realized is they had better sell-through. So a lot of companies have cut their overproduction, and they're like, when we're out, we're out. Now, maybe they can produce a late release and stuff. That's going to be part of it. The other thing that I'm seeing companies doing now is they're not changing colorways as often. They're carrying forward graphics. They're going to be carrying forward binding colorways. They're going to be carrying forward options of outerwear and stuff. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep the prices higher longer. So instead of being like, well, March, April, I can get it on. It's like, no, nothing changes for the next year. That thing's going to stay at that price till the next year. They might keep it for 2 years. Like if you look at Amplit and their centrifugal options, stuff like the Holy Grail and stuff, it'll say 2021, 2023. Like that's how long they're going to keep that graphic, keep that board in there. You look at Karua, they just do the white top sheets, the red bases, the black bases. It's going to keep those prices like that. So what you've got to realize is the days of like, well, fuck it, I know I'm going to be able to pick up a pair of $200 bindings for $100 bindings in 3 months and wait, probably going to be gone. And talking with a lot of companies, because that's one thing I do, and talking to reps and talking to marketing guys and sales guys, they've all cut stuff. And they're like, we don't know how the consumer's going to deal with it. I'm just telling people, brace for it. One of the cool things about this is resale value of gear that's in good shape will go up. People will be able to make more, and you won't be buying garbage that's been hammered into the ground that people are like, oh, fuck, I'm going to just smoke some crystal meth and put this in at $5,000. So there is that. So you just need to brace yourself. This is something I wanted to talk about, and be open to it. Be aware that, like, hey, my first choice, my second choice, my third choice. Like last year, I encountered this trying to get outerwear. I couldn't get 2 jackets that I wanted. I had to settle for stuff. It was fine. I survived. The big thing would be for people that have foot problems that they know a specific boot works for them. Buy your stuff. Just buy it. Don't be like, well, it'll be on sale. Oh. I mean, best thing you can do, like if you're trying to even just wait till Black Friday, put a deposit down, and then and just ask them, be like, hey, if I put a deposit down, do I still get this discount if I pick it up on Black Friday? And if they're like, yeah, I'd be like, cool, I'm going to put this deposit down. They know that they've got that guaranteed sale at this point, and that's going to help them. One of the other things is certain shops are getting, it's like willy-nilly on who's getting stuff. Sometimes the big online guys get stuff. Sometimes it's the small mom and pop. I've had people asking me about Mega Mercs, and they're like, well, I see Evo's got it like pre-order, or they've got some. Yeah, but like I've seen Capita posting like small shops. They're like, they have 2, they have 3. You might have to go off the beaten path and just deal with a small shop. Might do a phone order, or maybe they got a website. It's going to change the whole dynamic of things. So basically, long and short, be patient about it. Don't take it out. And next year, be aware that there's going to be a price increase in gear. I've seen this coming for a while. Just brace yourself. I think part of it's inflation. Part of it's just material costs rising, demand, stuff like that. in the grand scheme of things, it'll balance itself out probably in 18 to 22 months, but you just need to be cognizant that it's there. All right. So now that I've kind of talked about that big thing, here's how we go. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel, throw your questions in. I'm going to try to answer them. We've been here for a half hour. The internet's running fine now. We got your Slim Whitman voicemail out of the way. Just so you know, grand prize today on the wheel is a brand new set of goggles. I don't know which ones it is. I'll grab some right now. Yeah. So, okay, cool. Some electrics with a low light lens. So, yeah. So which model is this? EG2 with the old, and it's called the Old Glory. So, yeah. So that's on the wheel. So we're going to try to catch up to some stuff here, catch you guys questions, whatnot. Hope I'm stoking you guys out. Hope you guys have been enjoying the reviews and everything. Also, for anyone that doesn't like watching the reviews on YouTube or anything, I do post all the audio from them on SoundCloud, as well as pull the audio from these live streams and put it up there. So hopefully, yeah, you guys will like that. So, all right. Okay, where were we? We got Captain Rusty Beard. Will you be reviewing Burton's revised step-ons? No, because their boots don't fucking fit my feet, and I'm fucking over it. I am fucking over it. Like, fuck those things. Go buy a real fucking binding. Oh, I gotta pay $900 for a boot and binding combination, and I'm fucking stuck with it. Fuck those chode-ass things. All right. Anyways, let's see. Where were we? I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff here because I was talking for a while. So, okay. All right, where were we? Taylor S., would you recommend going to a podiatrist to get custom insoles or just the Remind insoles? If you need that much custom work, yes, go talk to your podiatrist, but you need to explain to them these are not for your shoes. These are going to be for snowboard boots only. You want to make sure that there's a dedicated pair, and you need to, they hopefully need to understand all the dynamics of when they put the posting on there, how to make them flex with the boot. Otherwise, you end up with this rigid thing, and it just kills your feet. I've literally seen people throw like a $600 insole out of their snowboard boot or their ski boot at the resort. So like, it fucking hurts and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, because you had it built for a dress shoe, not for a fucking snowboard boot, you know? So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. J-Rez, fine. Spin for Slim. Oh, God. We're spinning for the Whitman. Reverse spin again. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. Okay, we got Dave Jones asking, thanks for the dance hall review. Is the Jones Stratus similar? What are your thoughts? It sits in that unique shape category, but the Stratus is more like a mountain twin with a different shape on it, and the dance hall is like this weird directional tapered party board. The Stratus is stiffer, and it's more aggressive, and I feel like it's not as reactive as the dance hall. Like when you load the camber up, it doesn't spring back as much, but overall you can charge harder on the Stratus. So, okay. Josh Jones, got my 2021 Black Snowboard to death yesterday based on your video. Thanks. Should I leave it in the wrapper for now? Leave it in the wrapper for now. The 2021 is out. Better, worse, or just different? So the 2021 to the 2022. The 2021 rides more like the Capita Mega Mercury this year. The 2022 Black Snowboard to death was completely revamped. It's stiffer. It's designed to be more of a charger. It really is. It goes back to its roots of what it was. Like last year was this weird fluke where it was like, oh, this is softer than I thought. It was more approachable. And then they came out with the Mega Merc, which is essentially a Black Snowboard to death, a Mercury, and a Super DOA rolled into one. So now that you got that going on, it kind of changes the whole dynamic of there. So to compare last year's Black Snowboard to death to this, it's softer and more approachable. This year's is more hard charging, stiffer, and it responds a lot different. Okay. lot of boot fit questions today, which I'm trying to get to redoing all the boot fitting 101 videos. I'm actually going to be filming a whole video on heat molding, and I got a bunch of great props. I actually got a deluxe liner oven as well as the Vans heat mold stack coming to use for a video. So Underground and Breckenridge is going to let me borrow those tomorrow. But this question comes from Andrew Lewis. Hey, Avran, I've learned I have a real long arch. It's elevated all the way to the ball of my foot. Would an aftermarket insole work? Would I need to size up and trim, or should I look into custom? You might need a custom. If it's that long, you need to match the arch. There are ones that are longer and higher. So like shred soles tend to be a little bit higher. Remines, if you actually size up, they tend to be a little bit longer, and then you can trim it down. Basically, find a shop that's got some if you can, or find a place that's got a good return policy. Order up the size, try it on, see how it matches the arch in there. You want to make sure that that arch is totally cradled, that it's going to be good, that you're going to not have any problems with it. And it might be just that you do need to go to the custom route, but you want to make sure you find a good person to build that full custom insole. So, yeah. Burke, are you going to ride any more Karua shapes? Yeah, I got to email Marco over there. Supposedly, they're going to send me a pocket rocket, a pencil, a bunch of the plus line stuff, and there was something else, and maybe a nose rider. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going to try. So, companies I need to get stuff from, there's Karua, Niche, Arbor, Signal, Ride, Mervin, Burton, Never Summer, and I think that kind of covers everything with everything else I've got. And some of that stuff I might just say, fuck it, I don't want to ride it. I got other stuff to do. All right, got one from our boy, Healthy Snowboarder. Hey, Angry, I'm looking into getting new goggles and new outerwear. What are your thoughts on Anon and Vulcan pants and jacket that zip up together? Anon makes really good goggles. They have they used to have Carl Zeiss lenses. Now they're doing something proprietary in there. But yeah, they're super solid. That's a company you don't have to worry about. When it comes to Vulcan, that Zip Tech does work so that you don't have to worry about getting snow in you if you fall in POW and stuff like that. If they fit well, go for it. I know that Vulcan has been able to ship some of their outerwear, so that they're not too hard to find right now. So yeah, definitely go do it. That's two solid brands. We got Yellow Backpack Guy. Cheers to a better early season than last year. All right. Someone finally won a set of stickers. It's been a hot minute. So we got you know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnower. And for anyone that's won past stuff, everything's been shipped out. If you want T-shirts or anything, they've been ordered. They ship direct from the printing shop. I think it takes about 14 days for stuff to get out. So it's out there. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. And if people are like, why don't you ever send a shipping confirmation number? Because I'm too fucking busy. Okay. All right. Slim for president, #Slim 2024 from Fruity Loops. Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't encourage him. He's the worst. He's the worst. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder if you won some stickers today. And, okay. Nicholas, what kind of binding should I pair with my 21 Libtech Eject knife? Well, if you're pairing company to company, you want bent metals on there, so you'd be looking at the Transfer, maybe the Core Pro on there. Other options that I would look at would be like the Rome Katana, the Burton Cartel, and you could probably put like a Union Felcor on there too. Okay. Okay, just Kevin. How will the Marhar Lumberjack X perform in powder compared to the original? Also, what size at 200 pounds? Get the 152. The 55 would be overkill on that. But so the big thing is because the way their camber profile comes down into the tip, when you load it, you get a little bit of rocker in there. It's not as loose as the regular Lumberjack, so it doesn't float as easily. Like you kind of have to weight that camber, and you're going to get a little bit of back leg burn on it. But overall, it's still almost as good as the regular Lumberjack in there. Okay. Okay, we got one here from Beeswax. Hey, Avran, in terms of feel, what are major differences between Yes the Y and Super Pig? Which did you enjoy the most? The big differences are how they lock on edge. There's more of a standard roll from toe to heel on the Super Pig, but with the Y, it grips exactly underfoot just because of the way their side cut technology works on there. Personally, I probably actually like the Y a little bit more. It's just a little more buttery in the nose than the Super Pig. Also, think it's a little bit more durable than the Super Pig, which basically tells me I should stop running into shit. But yeah, so there is that. Other differences in there. I think the finish is actually better on the Super Pig right out the wrapper. So, okay, let's see. What else we got going on here? Ty Boss asks, where'd you get that hat from, bro? So this hat is from shredfoundation.org. You can buy this hat on there. It is a coal hat. I think they're like 25 or 30 bucks. Shred Foundation is the charity that I personally believe in because they don't just take kids up to the mountain and take them snowboarding and then shove them back in the inner city. And you're like, oh, there you go, free range. They take them up. They try to teach them life skills. They try to help them get jobs at the mountain. They're trying to teach them careers in the industry, giving them another out outside of the city because a lot of these kids, it's like they're told sports, rap, stuff like that is their only way out. This is another option for it. So I love it. It's the charity that I personally work with a lot. I back them 100%, so you can get that hat there. Okay, let's see. Let's try to catch up on some stuff here. We're way back in the weeds. Okay. All right, we got a PSA from Story 3333. Winter is coming. It is. Ooh, there you go, Chris. Won yourself a small sticker pack. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com, and give me that mailing address, and I'll get that in there. If you don't get anything. Okay. Let's see. We got JC 10380. Right algorithm and Union Strata, good combo. Yeah, that'll match up totally well. Go out and rip it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Brian Lennis. Hey, Avran, I heard somewhere that niche boards are no longer being made at the mothership. Was that the case before opinions? Niche has moved factories like 5 or 6 times at this point. They weren't the only ones that got cut from there. They were having like a production issue with shipping on time, which ironically everyone's having a problem with production and shipping on time. Yeah, so they moved factories last year. I haven't written anything from the new factory, so okay. Let's see. Got our boy Carlos Enriquez. What's up, fam? Getting stoked for the season after the freeze the other night. Yeah, it snowed. Carlos, I have a package I got to ship out for you. I just need to find a box. I'm shipping you those heel straps for your black labels. Ooh, reverse spin again. Ooh, you win nothing. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Fort Phillips. Do you guys think stiffer boards last longer than softer boards? Because a stiff board broken in would be around average flex, but a soft board broken in becomes a noodle. No, what it comes down to is the fiberglass and the epoxy used in there. So here's the thing. Like, you can have a super stiff board, but if it's made in North America and they put a gallon of epoxy in it and they're using like an older fiberglass because it's not a pre-preg fiberglass, so it weighs more, everyone's like, oh, it's so stiff. They break in between like 20 to 30 days. I've got, like, my K2 Cool Bean is a first-year K2 Cool Bean. And it took 6 years to finally get soft. And it's because, one, it's got pre-preg fiberglass in it. It's got less epoxy in it and all that stuff. Like, so much comes down to like the wood that's used in the core. Like, if you build a board and you put too much paulownia in there or bamboo and stuff, it really comes down. You can have a bad batch of wood and that changes the flex on boards. Like, stuff is so like generalized, and they're like, they try to make it consistently, but there's so many variables that can come in and affect it even from year to year, even from production run to production run in the same season in there. I mean, generally, yes, a stiffer board should last longer, but you got to realize, like, your snowboard, your boot, your binding is never as stiff as the day you bought it. It will always perpetually be breaking down. And speaking of that, I got a PSA. Had an older gentleman use the personal shopper experience, which is down in the description for anyone that wants to use that. Basically, you hire me to help you find gear and answer your questions. But he was looking for a new board, and then he told me that he had old Burton Triad bindings that were about 10 to 12 years old. And he's like, do you think I need new ones? So all I told him was, I was like, go look at your bindings. And if they look like they've got chalky white stuff going on, like the plastic has been flexed and it's starting to die, it's drying out in there, then yes, you probably need to do it. So he goes and looks at it. He's like, oh my God, these things are just like all over. He's like noticing all these little flex points where they're getting chalky white. So he's like, I definitely need new bindings. This is a PSA for anyone that's riding a unibody binding with a lot of plastic in there. Check your bindings just to make sure that, you know, they haven't gone past their lifespan. I mean, I've got a set of old K2 Indy formulas because I hybrided them. They probably have about 500 days, and they're probably about 10 years old. I noticed there's one spot where it's starting to get chalky white from flexing too much in there, so those things are completely done. I mean, I got my money's worth out of them, but, you know, yeah. Okay. Let's see. We got Ryan Air. Any way you can get all the people who finally figured out Utah is a state last year during COVID did not come this year and tell them to go back on their Colorado winter vacations? Well, thanks. No, I live in Colorado. Fuck it. Everyone go to Utah. Less lift lines, better snow. It's cheaper. Go. Everyone fucking go. Colorado is played the fuck out. So everyone go to Utah, specifically to wherever Ryan is. So yeah, everyone. I mean you. All of you. Utah. Go. Let's give him a spin of the wheel. Woo. Medium sticker pack for our boy Ryan. At least you got something out of that. But in all seriousness, I think we're going to see a lot more visitation on the destination areas. It's just kind of how it is, especially with the mega passes. Plus, people want to get out. I mean, I saw a lot of people that had never done it before coming out last year. It was awesome. They were buying gear. It's great. Embrace it, man. They might stick with it for a season or two, and when things start to get normal, they're just going to go back to not doing it. Or you might get some people that become diehard lifers that are like going to really invest in the culture and stuff and support snowboarding. So just embrace it. I mean, I understand that people are just going to come here every year, and that's kind of how it is. So yeah. But yeah, Ryan, you want yourself a medium sticker bag, email me info@angrysnowboarder.com to claim it. Make sure you put your shipping address in there, people. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to skip through a bunch of stuff here. Okay. Well, we got a super chat for Slim because we need to spin for Slim from Fruity Loops. You guys are encouraging him. He might actually try to call in. Remember to subscribe. Okay. Let's see. BQB spin. Oh, catching up on the spins here. Well, we're going to plug the personal shopper. Do you need gear advice? Do you find that you can't get that gear advice no matter where you ask and you need direct one-on-one assistance? Then you should swing on over to angrysnowboarderstore.com and hire me to be your personal shopper. It's amazing. I answer your questions. It's all very direct and fast, which actually I got to answer a bunch of people's emails when I get off this live stream. But so far, I think I've only had 2 people that were really disappointed with it, and they were time vampires and annoying as fuck. So, yeah. Let's see. Mirror Chilltown, getting older, looking to replace my 56 Smoking Annihilator with something more Rad Dad All Mountain, something I won't get bucked around on Chunder. Still getting a little jibby, butter, and side hits. Check out the Yes Greats. You're used to an asymmetrical side cut. That board's going to have a little bit of a thicker core there. It's a little more All Mountain versatile. I really like this year's Greats. That would be my recommendation. Okay. Let's see. Francois Seguin, hey, Avran, I got the stickers today. Also waiting for snow to fall. I bought a one wheel so I don't go crazy. Dude, I watched the funniest thing. I watched this guy with a one wheel, like sliding handrails with it and doing ledges. It was the craziest thing. Like he would roll up and somehow like slap you into like a nose slide on it. And I was like, wow, people are getting crazy. But I've also watched a lot of people get murdered on those things. Holy fuck, do people get wrecked on those things? It's amazing. Whenever I see a new one for sale with low mileage on it and low hours, I'm like, oh, they got hurt. They got hurt very fast, and now they want nothing to do with it. So, yeah. All right. Well, Francois, you won yourself some more stickers. You won yourself a medium sticker pack, so you know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com. And we'll go from there. All right. Thor, spin me, Avran. Thoughts on expected Colorado snowfall? So Colorado is supposed to have an average year this year, which an average year is a great year just about anywhere else. There's a few things that are lining up with it being slightly warmer below us. So if we get any like up breezes coming through that southwest, if it hits right, which this is usually in the spring, we might get nuked on. So tentatively, I think we're good. We've already had 2 snowfalls this year, one up high, one that actually snowed in town this week. I think we're looking good here in Colorado. So, ooh, you lose. That was so close to getting goggles too. Okay. 4x4 therapy. Can we get a Chundercat sticker? If you were a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, yes. Right now, I don't have any, and they probably will not be going on the store anytime soon. But there is a Chundercats hoodie on angrysnowboarderstore.com. I'm really waiting for the cease and desist from that one. Ooh, you win nothing. All right, we got Niners Worldwide. Shout out from Jackson's Hole, Wyoming. Got to watch out for Jackson's Hole. You don't want to fall into it. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Okay, we got ID N8IVE. Idaho Native. There we go. Idaho Native. What are your thoughts on the Apex Orca? How do you think it would perform? Apex Orca is going to be stiffer, a little more aggressive. I think it should perform fine. I actually don't mind the regular Orca. Like, I really like the first generation for what it is. Now it's like everything has to be Orca, Orca, Orca. It's like it's literally like Libtech's version of how Never Summer made everything proto everything. And I'm like, I'm honestly waiting for the Orca, the proto Orca to come out, and I'll just be like, fucking literally seen it all at this point. So yeah, let's see. Okay. Let's see. JJ Livingston, binding recommendations for Marhar Dark Side. Love hard carving, small jumps, drops, slim rides, step-ons. No. Slim rides rotational rear entry bindings with one strap. They look like that shit that dude was riding at Big Snow AD that Joey B posted on Instagram. But for the Marhar Dark Side, you really just want like a workhorse binding. So things I'd look at, Rome Vice, if you need a little stiffer, bump up to the Katana. You could even do the Rome DOD, the Burton Cartel, or the Malavita. You could do the bent metal transfer or the bent metal action. If you're doing Union, go with the Strata. I think that's just like a good one. If you wanted a little softer on there, I guess go down to a Contact Pro, but you're probably going to feel everything underfoot in that. And that should give you all the options that you need right there, JJ. Oh, man, we get to plug the personal shopper again. You know the drill. Hire me to answer your gear questions. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I think we're catching up slowly. I'm only like a half hour behind you guys. Let's see. Spencer Tittle, spin to win. Leave a like, boys. Only about half have helped our boy out. Well, thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for the support. Sorry if I'm also a little off today. I had to do a bunch of running around. So between dealing with the homeless guy first thing in the morning, having to pick my friend up from the hospital for post-op surgery because she had a plate and screws removed from her wrist, driving her to Vale, driving to Silverthorne to take the dog to the dog park, and then dealing with Advanced Auto Parts and then coming back here, and the fact I haven't eaten since last night, I'm not on my best game right now. I'm really sorry. So lose a turn. Okay, Fruit Poop Loops. Favorite jib sticks with mellow camber. Dinosaurs Will Die Block, Ride Kink, World Peace, or the Geometric from K2. That's not really camber. Let's see. Oh, the Telos Adit. To an extent, the Capita Scotty Stevens is another one. So there's a bunch of options for you right there, bud. Next on Super Chat gets a spin. Let's take a good one here. This is a good one from Vanessa Vargas. Is it true? Yes, snowboards are just ripping off Arbor. I've been told their grip tech is not as good as Arbor's. Is this true? They're completely different technologies. So the way the Arbor one actually works was, for years they had a tri-radial side cut. So it's 3 radiuses. And where the radiuses would meet, so the outside radius would meet that middle radius, there was always a bump, and they would shave the bump to match it. Well, one day they were looking at it, and they were like, let's right where the inserts were. Let's just leave it and see what happens. And that's kind of how grip tech came to be. Now, when you look at like Underbite or any of the stuff that Yes has, it's that radial side cut. It hits, it kinks down, and then it goes in. It is way more noticeable when you look at it. You're like, oh, shit, that's aggressive. They ride similar in concept and where they grip, but they grip completely different. Like grip tech, I honestly feel like you notice that you steer it more underfoot with those boards, especially if you're riding their full parabolic rocker. You notice it grips, it locks in. But with the Yes stuff, depending which version you're on, it rides like a normal side cut. And then when you twist the board, that's when you notice that it really grips. And you're like, oh. You have that one of those faces going on, and you start to notice that it rides different. And they're not the only ones doing it. I mean, Magna Traction does the same thing. Serrated 7, Traction Tech, Traction Bumps. Every company's got some kind of version of it out there. Like, it might be more subtle. It might be more defined. It's there. It's not anything different. But we're going to give you that spin, Vanessa. So let's do this. Medium sticker pack. You know the drill. Shoot me an email, info@angrysnowboarder.com. And I will get that in the mail to you, which there's some great stickers right now, too, that we got going on here. Like, I don't know if you guys caught this one. The spray stickers, Praying Hands. Yeah, that's a good one. Creeper Van's also a good one. And while we're here, got a letter from Jim from Shred Ahead Snowboarding here on YouTube, which my favorite over 60 snowboarders. These guys are the best. So let's see what Jim has to say here. Ooh, this is fancy. What do we got? Oh, got stickers. Got some stickers in here. And $20. Well, wasn't expecting the $20, but Shred Ahead Snowboarding. So this is from Jim. Avran, thought I would take the time to thank you for the shout outs about our channel over the last 2 seasons. It's been a great help to us, being as we are little guys here in North Idaho, which of course is not a major player in the snowboarding world. Northern Idaho has some sick snowboarding in there. Don't let anyone ever tell you different. A lot of white nationalists, but really sick snowboarding. We fully support your channel and opinions on the industry and some of the things that just don't make sense. I agree that most of the channels claiming to be experts on riding are just stupid and too high on themselves. But no point in us finger pointing at them. They do enough to downplay themselves with the things they do that will actually get people hurt. I just struggle with why so many people follow the channels. Can you send me some more stickers on the bending board logo and the 2.5 red and white and the 6-inch? I'm enclosing $20 to cover the cost of mailing. Maybe we'll all meet up sometime in the future. That is, if Ted and I have enough future left. Again, thanks for the support. We enjoy your channel and content. Keep on telling it like it is, straight up and truthful. Jim and Ted. I love those guys up there. Jim, I'm going to try. I don't know if I've got red right now. I'll see what I got, but I'm going to definitely send you a bunch of stuff, so don't worry on that. Yeah, love you guys up there. It's pretty much like the only YouTube snowboard channel that I think is great in like the vlog aspect. It's probably not for everyone, but these guys are really technical. They break down what they're doing in there. Like they actually have a good comprehensive understanding of it. And it's funny to watch someone over the age of 65 like using technology to spread a message to you. Like I learned from a guy named Bob Kreinheater, who was probably like 55 years old when I started snowboarding. He actually just passed because of COVID down in Aspen. Love Bob. Bob really helped me out with fundamentals when I was like 15, 16 years old and stuff. And, you know, these older guys, they really do a great thing. They're doing it. And he makes a great point. There's a lot of people that are experts because they created an audience. Cool, you created an audience. Doesn't mean you're a fucking expert. I mean, if that was the case, I mean, why do we have people pushing shitty ass fucking Amazon goggles that are going to fry your fucking eyes? You know, like they don't get it. Like being an expert comes with experience, and Jim and Ted have experience. Jim's been riding for 30, 40 years, something like that. I think he said it was the early 90s or something like that. And they're older, and with that age does come that wisdom, and that's something like that. I would aspire to be as awesome as those guys when I get older. Unfortunately, you're stuck with how I am now, and I'm a piece of shit. So let's be real here. I mean, most people fucking hate me. So then again, I hate myself most days. But yeah, Shred Ahead Snowboarding, great guys. I love what they're doing up there. If you're a beginner, you're trying to learn stuff, these guys just have a way of really breaking it down. It's like having your grandfather teach you how to whittle wood in a certain respect, or how to like drive an old 3 on the tree Chevy truck. You know, that's the way I look at those guys. Might not be for everyone, but they're solid dudes. So go check those guys out. You know, I really enjoy what they're doing. Also, I think I got my icon pass today, so which is always a good sign that we got winter coming. So let's see what Icon sent me after they hosed me. Oh yeah, yep, that's my Icon pass. Ooh, magnets this year. I love this. These are the best. Got some of that this year. Oh my god! Please tell me these are scratch and sniff stickers. I think they are. Oh, they are. They're totally scratch and sniff stickers. I'm a child right now. I am a fucking child. So yeah, let's see what else. Got that retro one in there. Ooh, find your line. Ooh, what the wait? Stoke it, Rich. Get stoked. You might score. Match 3 to win. Check out here. So there's a scratch out ticket? I don't know. That's some weird shit. And then there's my new season pass. So old photo, but yeah, season passes are here. So we got that going on there. Okay. And we got a PSA from our boy Bulky Ray. C3 store still has Party Pandas in a 152 and a 159. So, yep. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Okay, we got Drew Gallagher. Spin for the fat chicks. Hey, man, don't ever knock a fat chick. If it's a cold winter's night, they'll keep you warm. And if you're out in the backcountry, you can cut them open like a tauntaun and climb inside. I mean, I'm not saying I would, but I probably would. I cut a fat dude open and climb inside him like a tauntaun. Spin again. Eat your muscle cheese. Eat your muscle cheese, people. Got Vanessa Vargas spin because my meeting finally ended. All right, spinning. We're spinning. Eat your muscle cheese. Oh, God. All right. Let's see. And we got JJ Livingston. Spin again for the fat chicks, man. There's nothing wrong with big girls, if that's your thing. I like mine very anorexic and European. All right. Fire cures all. Okay, Deadstain, bruh. How does the Karua tranny finder compare to the dance hall? Tranny finder is stiffer, more aggressive, less torsional flex in there. So it really is a board for going fast, hauling ass, popping hard. Like the dance hall is more gym friendly than the tranny finder. The tranny finder is more like you're literally going to go find some transition to boost with. So you're going to be able to pop. It's better in the half pipe. It's just the shaping on it is a lot different. They sit in the same category, but like the dance hall is more approachable for like the average rider that's like wants a fun shape that they can go hit everything with. Whereas the transition finder is more like, well, I got to be a little more precise. I got to bring my A game, kind of do my thing. So yeah. Okay. We got another one from our boy Billy Ray Valentine. Spin for the lean cougar MILF types with perky nipples. Hashtag ASIM powder boner. You guys are killing me here. You're all killing me. Killing me. Yeah, want yourself a small sticker pack, sir. Anyways, hopefully I'm keeping you guys entertained. I'm stoking you guys. I don't know what I'm doing up here anymore. I'm the worst. I'm literally the worst. Daniel Montenegro, Niche Maelstrom and Union Atlas, a good pair. It'll work. The Atlas is a stiffer binding on that board. To an extent, just if you're really looking for precision and power, that's a great combo in there. If you're looking for more lateral flex, I'd look at a different binding, but it is solid. All right, we got Kevin spinning for a fully vaxxed 2021-2022 season. Get your vaccinations, wear your masks, stop spitting in each other's mouths, stop fucking following conspiracy theories, which my new favorite thing is when people start to tell me about conspiracy theory bullshit about the vaccines and the pandemic. I give them an even crazier conspiracy that I make up on the spot, and it is fun to watch them look at me and go, "You're fucking stupid." And I try to get them to say that so that I can literally look at them and go, "Have you heard your fucking self? Because you sound retarded because you don't believe in fucking science." Mouth breathers, am I right? Okay, Drew Gallagher, who's the Mega Merc for? How mega do I have to be to the Mega Merc? The Mega Merc is basically someone that doesn't want the stiffness of the black snowboard of death, but needs more than the regular Mercury. Someone that they're going to haul ass and charge, but they will be laid back from time. They're going to go in the park, but they're also going to rip a groomer first thing in the morning. They might go after some pow. They might launch a cliff. It's kind of for that guy right there. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. We got Joe X. Walked up a mountain, broke my binding at the top. Fun. Yeesh. Ouch. 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 Pray to the altar of snowboarding that your binding will not break. Say 5 Hail Slim Whitmans and repent for your sins. Spray skiers, my children. All right. AP 290. God damn it, Angry. I know it's not Wednesday. Can we please talk about the War Pig? No, we only talk about the War Pig on War Pig Wednesdays. Does anyone understand this? This is Thursday. This is live stream Thursday. We don't talk about War Pigs except on War Pig Wednesday. Actually, so the War Pig does get an overhaul this year. They changed the sidewall construction in there. That's going to change it. I have not been on it, but I have talked to the guys at Powder Tools and Steamboat, and they're like, it grips a little bit it's just a little more grippy on edge. Overall, it's still like the same flex pattern and everything in there. So I've actually got to email Frazier and Jim over at Ride. Hopefully you guys caught their live stream on Instagram yesterday, but they're supposed to send me one. So I'm supposed to get the whole Pig series, the Zero, the bench warmer, and I think there was like 2 other boards in there that I was asked for and like 3 pairs of bindings to review. So hoping I can get on that. All right. Let's see. Let's see what up. Yeah, it's a dumb question. All right, we got Julian Barajas. Always wanted to do this. Well, congratulations, you're super chatting. I got a question on my setup. Does it fit me? Setup in next super chat. Do I get 2 spins with 2 super chats? Fuck yeah, you do. Ride rodeo bindings, Capita DOA board, wide length. Solomon. high boots, higgy boots, size 10.5, 5'9", 170 pounds. Love your show, bro. Okay. Well, at 170, you probably don't want to go above the 155 in the Super DOA. Do you need the wide? Not necessarily with the 10.5 in the Solomon, but you can do it. That's going to give you more width. The Ride Rodeo slightly matches up with the DOA. It's a little bit stiffer than what I would personally put on there. Overall, think you're good. You're getting 2 spins since you did 2 super chats, sir. Well, you just won yourself a jumbo sticker pack, so that was definitely worth it. So first, you got to remember to email me info@angrysnowboarder.com. Make sure you put your mailing address in there, people. You got to put your mailing address in there so I know where to ship this stuff, and I'll get it out to you. And here comes your second spin, bud. You won yourself a small. I'm just going to put that in with the jumbo. So you got yourself 2 sticker packs there, bud. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. And yes, Angry Snowboarder stickers add more horsepower to your snowboard. They give you at least 3.187 horsepower. It's a difference. All right. We got our boy Jack Ripper with Satan loves you all. I love how your stream's audience numbers have been crushing fuckhouses. I wouldn't know because I don't watch that shit, but I did go in one of his live streams and it was hilarious. I was like, how do you have fucking 75,000 fucking followers and you can't only get 30 people in a live stream? Like, that blows my fucking mind. I know I could get more if I live streamed at a different time, which there is potential that I will do a Sunday night live stream, so it'll be Angry Late Night. I don't want to do Saturdays because Saturdays is kind of my fuck around me day, but I'm thinking a Sunday night live stream, like 8 or 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That'll be for the Euro guys. It probably won't happen this month. I mean, September's almost over. I've got to get through a few things in the next few weeks, but I want to do that so I'd be live streaming twice a week for you guys. But I don't want it to cannibalize this live stream. I'm trying to find perfect times for things. But yeah, so we're going to do that for you. So, anyways, shout out to our boy, Jack the Ripper. Ooh, next on Super Chat gets a spin. Let's find a question here. Yeah. Okay. Let's find one. Okay, let's see. Brandon Thoreau, hey, might be a repetitive one, but is there a board shape you wish they brought back? There's literally one friggin' board I want back, and I'm going to show you, although this one's been heavily modified. Okay, so this is the KT Jetpack. Mind you, it's been attacked by an angle grinder and a snow shark. Got to watch out for the snow sharks. But it was a standard popsicle stick shape. But what I loved about this was you have Marshmallow right underneath the impact plates. The side cut, and this is straight camber on this thing. I loved this board. And everyone's like, it's not a weird, unique shape. It's nothing to it. It was a twin, but it was mismarketed. So you see the name Jib Pan, and you're instantly going to think, oh, it's a jib board. It was not a jib board at all. It was actually a high-end twin that was basically all mountain versatile. It was really a jump board. It was amazing in the half pipe. It was amazing on jumps. I would love to see that back. And that Marshmallow right underfoot was such a solid dampening agent to it. That board is by far my favorite K2 of all time. I would love to see that come back and full camber with what they've got going on. They do need to make it a little bit wider. I think that thing was like 24.7 at the waist on the 54. Like, I barely fit on that with my stance, but I rode that board into the ground. Like, I actually separated the hybrid taper in the tail and just decimated the contact point on that thing. Also broke my leg on that board. No, wasn't that board. I broke my leg on a nomadic. But yeah, that board, that's the one that I fucking obliterated a stone wall with, disastering it. But yeah, that board, loved that board. I mean, but the name Jib Pan, it just threw people off. So many people thought it was like equivalent to the worldwide weapon, and it wasn't. at all. It was really like for the Japanese guys that were bomb dropping super big shit and stuff. It's crazy. Loved that board though. But yeah, Brandon, let's give you a spin here. There you go, bud. Got yourself a sticker pack. All you got to do, Brendan, is email info@angrysnowboarder, and I'm gonna email me your mailing address, and I'll drop those in the mail. So, oh God, I hate to tell you this, dude, but you're gonna get the same answer I give everyone. So this is a super chat from Logan. Need recommendation for boots with a mix between comfort and hard charging ability. The best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your knees. Comfort is so subjective. I ride a super stiff boot that most people bitch and moan about. I think it's fucking absolutely comfortable. I put on a slipper park boot and I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? It doesn't do anything for me. It sucks. It is what it is. You need to go try on boots. You need to figure out what you want as your ideal flex and what brands work for you. And you need to keep an open mind. Like, I never thought I would ever ride a K2 boot. Like, never in a million years. And I think I've owned like 15, 20 pairs now. It's like the best fucking boots ever. I love them. They work for me. But will I recommend them to everyone? No. So you need to go try on. Comfort is so subjective. When I see people do a boot review, which is fucking pointless, it's the most comfortable boot on the fucking planet. Like when Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp, every year it's like some new boot. The Vans High Standard is the most comfortable, best boot. The Adidas Tactical ATV is the best fucking boot. It's like I want to punch them in the fucking goddamn mouth. I'll be like, you can't tell someone it's comfortable. You can be like, hey, it was comfortable for me. Is it going to be comfortable for you? I don't fucking know. Maybe you got a sledgehammer and smashed your feet in. I don't know. Maybe your fucking troglodyte girlfriend ran your foot over with a steamroller. It's like you could have all sorts of foot problems. That's why I made the Boot Fitting 101 series, which I'm reworking on right now. But that stuff, that's the whole thing. I hate to tell you, but like, dude, I'm not going to recommend a boot for you. I'm going to tell you, go out, try on like 10 pairs of boots from like 6 different brands and see what works for you. You know, and you got to spend your time and invest in it. And then when you find what works for you, don't change your boots every year. If you know the boot works for you, buy the same damn boot year over year. And if they discontinue the boot, figure out what replaced it, try it on, go through the same process. Like, I've been riding K2 Thraxis now for like a decade. That boot works for me. I ride that thing. Before that, I was on the T1 double boa, you know, and before that, I was just on the T1. Like, the progression of the boot is there. It's like, I get it. If they ever change the last, it's like, oh, fuck, I got to go find a whole new boot for me. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with things. I'll be back in a second. Drop my pen. Okay. Logan, let's give you a spin. Eat your muscle cheese. Eat your muscle cheese. Okay. All right. Well, our boy Fruit Loops wants to spin. I feel really bad for anyone that listens to this on SoundCloud. They're just like, what the hell is that clicking in the background all the time with the wheel spin? Oh, so you want yourself a medium sticker pack. You know the drill. You know how to get them. All right. Let's see. Okay, we got Tim Holiday. Still waiting. Nitro Squash or Marhar Lumberjack X. If you want twin, then you go with the Marhar Lumberjack X. If you want more directional, that's where you go with the Squash. The Squash steers more off that back foot from the middle. Basically, it steers from the middle of the board back through the back foot. That's really how you drive it. It's very light on the front foot, whereas that Lumberjack X is very from the inserts is how you steer it. It basically steers slightly inside from where traditional contact points were. So that's kind of where you need to be. Okay. We got Russell Brown. This guy I work with is a skier. He lives on the ice coast, and I live in Colorado. What is the best way to virtually spray this guy? Oh, you want to get him good? Go buy a 20-ounce can of Smirnoff Ice. Put it in your window. Let the sun bake that fucker. Wrap it in a friggin' Ziploc bag. Pack it in a box. Ship it to him, and ice his ass that way. Oh, and make sure you shake the box up violently before you drop it off, too. That's the best way to virtually spray a skier, I think. And tell him that and just put like in the box, like put a box inside the box, but put in there, be like, hey, Zoom call me when you get this in. I want to see the expression on your face when you get it. That way you can see just that they look at that, the disdain for you as they know that they're going to have to take a knee and chug that bitch. And you might want to put instructions on what they have to do now that they've been iced too, because they're skiers and they're kind of dumb. So, yeah. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. All right. Well, it looks like we're kind of catching up on questions. So if you got questions, get them in there. I'm going to take a few more. Sorry if I didn't catch on it. Okay, we got Eject Andy 1. Where's the Never Summer Proto FR review? Probably sitting in the fucking trash where that fucking board belongs. Oh, I got a fucking Proto. Look at me. I'm fucking special. I'm gonna go drink a fucking Monster in the fucking parking lot in my 2-wheel drive lifted pavement princess truck, and then I'm gonna watch some fucking MMA and talk about how Conor McGregor's penis feels good in my throat. Fuck that brand. Their shit's fucking garbage. Yeah, that's where that fucking review is. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. All right. Well, let's see. And yes, I know if you bake a Smirnoff Ice, it is completely evil. That's why I tell you to do it. When I was 15 years old or 16, I can't remember. I was young. My parents dumped me off on my older brother to watch me, and he told me I could drink any beer I wanted. What he didn't tell me was he left a 6-pack of Corona sitting in the sun for a month before I came up there and then put them in there. They were skunked out, and he told me I had to drink those before I could drink anything else. So I had to painfully drink through 6 skunked out Coronas. It was awful. It was awful. Ugh. Okay. All right. Our boy Carlos Enriquez. Nice rant. Drink, suckers. Yeah, there we go. We're going for it. So smash that like button, everyone. Let's see what we got here. Any more questions? All right. I feel like we're catching down. So let's see what else. Already answered that question. Okay. Well, anyways. All right. I think we kind of caught up on questions. Hopefully I answered everyone's, kept them in there. We got one more super chat. Spin for preseason Stoke from Lofty. We're doing it. Smash that like button. And then we got BQB, spin to win. We're doing it. We're doing it. Lose a turn. Ouch, that's rough. I think I got everyone a spin, but Kevin's saying, Avran, can I get a spin for my Jets? Sure, why not? Small sticker. You know how to do it, Kevin. You know where to do. Hit me up. I'm cool with it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I want to go eat some food. I've had a day. I had to chase a homeless guy out. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. Anyways, if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out. And be aware that we've got YouTube premieres for a ton of reviews going all the way through October. Also, I think I got like 3 more scheduled top 5 lists done. Those are up, so they'll be coming out. There's going to be a special top 5 with Randy coming up. I don't know. He was just like, got a text message just said, I'm on a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha heading your way. And I was like, all right, buddy, when you get here, you get here. And he was evidently he's going to be here to film a top 5, and then Randy's back off to Randy land. So yeah, got that coming up for you guys. Also, I've had a few people ask me about like how-to videos on stuff. So one of the things actually been getting stuff together for. I'm going to do a whole how-to video on how to epoxy your board, like if you delam it. So Yeah, so basically got this little sucker right here that's chipped out. I'm going to do a video on that. There's a probably drop in the spring. I'm going to do like how to base clean your board, how to like bevel your edge, shit like that. I'm going to do some stuff for you guys. Just some quick stuff. So that stuff's coming out for you. But yeah, to get back to it, if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. If you like what we're doing, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. If you're looking for merchandise, check out angrysnowboarderstore.com. The link is in the description. There's new merchandise on there. It's a limited drop. I'm going to be pulling it off the second week of October as we get ready for some stuff for Christmas, Black Friday. Yeah, I think that's about everything we got going on here. Sorry about the wonkiness of the internet when this started. Like I said, we've been having some issues up here. But overall, thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in another video.